So this is the Wilfley table experiment actual video, how ore and whatever impurities are going to separate it out with each other. So this one is the experiment for the same actual representation of the Wilfley table. So you can observe here, this one is the Wilfley table which we are naming it as Wilfley table, and few linings are there, upper and lower way arrangement is that. So let's go ahead with this video. So water tapping, you can observe part of water, and this is the mixture. We pour this mixture in this container, and from this conveyor it is flowing. With the addition of water, it mixes with that water, and this Wilfley table is going to get vibrating. During this vibration, whatever impurities are there, they are flowing with the water. And whatever ores we needed, that is heavier, which attached with this linings, which are upper lower arrangement. This is the Wilfley table. You can observe that impurities, which are gangue, which we are naming it as gangue, they are flowing with the water. See, here you can observe the ore. As we have seen in the video, the arrangement of Wilfley table method, that table is this one. The powdered ore which is flowing with this container, and water tap. With the help of water tap, when water is flowing, this powder ore is also flowing with it, and this table is getting vibrating due to vibrations. Whatever gangue particles are there, they are lighter as compared to the ore, and then whatever ore, concentrated ore we are getting here, and gangue particles are flowing with the water. So this is the method, which is a separation of method, which we are naming it as Wilfley table method, as we have seen in the video. Now we will go ahead with the another method. That method is naming as hydraulic separation method. We are having different kind of hydraulic separation method. Amongst that, we are using this one. So in this method is based on the working of a mill. There is a tapering vessel similar to that used in a grinding mill. It opens in a tank like container, that is tapering on the lower side. The tank has an outlet for water on the upper side and water inlet on the lower side. Let's go ahead with the diagram for the same. So this is the arrangement for hydraulic separation method. So this is your tank. In this tank, water and powdered ore is inserting with the help of this way, and water is at lower way. The gangue particles are coming out. This is the ore suspension, and this one is the concentrated ore which we need. So procedure is, finely ground ore is released in the tank this way. A forceful gel of water is introduced in the tank from the lower side. It gets spread it out. Gangue particles are lighter, and therefore they flow out along with the water gel from the outlet on the upper side of the tank. At the same time, heavy particles of the ore are collected at the bottom of lower side of the tank. In short, this method based on law of gravitation. Obviously, heavier are coming down, and lighter, like whatever lighter particles they are coming upper side with the help of pressurized water. So wherein particles of the same size are separated by their weight with the help of water. So this is the hydraulic separation method. We are having one video for the same. I'll show you. So here you can observe water tap. This powdered ore is coming down. So whatever heavier particles are attached with this way, you can see it as impurities, and these are the, with this water it is coming out. Next separation method is magnetic separation method. In this method requires an electromagnetic machine. This is the electromagnetic machine. The main parts of this machine are of two types of iron rollers, that conveyor belt moving continuously around them. One of the roller is non-magnetic while the other electromagnetic. The conveyor belt is moving around the rollers, which is non-magnetic, made up of leather or brass. Obviously, if it is non-magnetic means it is some other substance, that is leather or brass. The powder ore is poured on the conveyor belt near the non-magnetic roller. Two collector vessels are placed below the magnetic roller. So what is here is the arrangement of the same of magnetic separation arrangement. You can observe that this belt, these are the two rollers which are non-magnetic and magnetic. So this roller is magnetic. So whatever powdered ore is coming on the roller, that is collecting in this magnetic ingredients, and whatever non-magnetic, that is collecting in this non-magnetic container. So this is the arrangement of that. Let's go ahead with its explanation. The particles of the non-magnetic part in the ore are not attracted towards the magnetic roller. Obviously, this powdered ore has a mixture of magnetic and non-magnetic. Obviously, whatever magnetic ingredients, they are attract with this roller, and non-magnetic, they repulse with this roller. So hence, whatever magnetic ingredients, they are collecting in this collector with the help of magnetic roller, and whatever non-magnetic, they are throwing away and they are collecting in this collector, they are non-magnetic. So why? Because we are using this roller as a magnetic. At the same time, particles of the magnetic ingredients of the ore stick to the magnetic roller and therefore fall in the collector vessel near the magnetic roller, which we discussed. So in this way, magnetic ingredients in the ore can be separated out depending on their magnetic nature. For example, cassiterite is a tin ore. It contains mainly the non-magnetic ingredients, that is tannic oxide, and magnetic ingredients, ferrous tungsten. These are separated by electromagnetic method. So you should have to know about which substance is that uses in the magnetic separation method, and that is cassiterite. Now I'll show you the video of the magnetic separation method. Let's go ahead with it. So here is the arrangement of magnetic separation. This is ore with magnetic impurities with non-magnetic nature, finely powdered ore. It is flowing with this belt. This belt is magnetic belt and this roller is non-magnetic roller. So whatever impurities are magnetic particles towards this belt, and whatever non-magnetic, they are with this one another. So hence we can say this is the way of separation of magnetic and non-magnetic particles. towards these belts, you can observe one container. In that magnetic particles are collecting, and whatever non-magnetic, obviously they are not attract with this belt because this belt is magnetic. So hence they just throw away and they are collecting with the another container. Next method is froth flotation method. The froth flotation method is based on the two opposite properties, hydrophilic and hydrophobic, of particles. Here the particles of the metal sulfides, due to their hydrophobic property, get wetted mainly with oil, while due to the hydrophilic property, the gangue particles get wetted with water. By using these two properties, ores are concentrated by the froth flotation method. In this method we are using two properties, one is hydrophilic and another one is hydrophobic. Here the particles of the metal sulfides, due to their hydrophobic property, get wetted. Which property? Hydrophobic property. They get wetted mainly with oil, and due to hydrophilic property, the gangue particles get wetted with water. These two are very important. One is getted with oil and other one is water. So with the help of this property, we are using this froth flotation method. In this method, finely ground ore is put into a big tank containing ample amount of water. Certain vegetable oil, any kind of oil you can use, vegetable oil such as pine oil, is added in the water of the formation of froth. The pressurized air is blown through the water. There is an agitator rotating around the axis, the center of the flotation tank. The agitator is used as per the requirement. Obviously, as per the requirement, we are using agitator along the axis. Bubbles are formed due to the blown air. Due to agitation, a foam is formed from the oil, water, and bubbles get together due to the agitating. This foam rises to the surface of water and floats. That is why this method is called as froth flotation process. I will show you what is happening in this process. You can observe this diagram. This diagram is for froth flotation method. This is agitator. With the help of hand, we are moving it. Here, from here, air supplier. These are the bubbles due to the pressurized air. And this is the whatever mixture is there, that is water and pine oil. And this is the fourth which is coming out, which is the concentrated sulfide ore. Okay, now I'll show you the video of the same. You will get it clearly. So here is the froth flotation method. In this method, you can observe that sulfide ore, this powdered ore we are adding in the container, and we are adding in this water with the help of tap. Now next, pine oil we are adding in it. Now we are applying pressurized air with the help of this pipe. Now the froth is forming because of applying pressurized air. So here is the separation of froth and gangue particles. So whatever froth is coming out with the help of this pipe. So this is concentrated ore. This is the process of froth flotation process. We will stop our lecture over here. The remaining part we will discuss in next lecture. Today's homework is you have to draw the diagram of this method, Whifflet table method. You have to draw only diagram. This is your homework. Next is this diagram. Next is this one. And next is this one. So this is the part of your homework. You have to draw 4 diagrams of different methods. Thank you. And I have divided this lecture in 2 parts. First was with the 10-11 minutes and next is 14-15 minutes around. So please go ahead with this lecture. Thank you.